A yearly tradition takes place once again tonight. Hello, everybody, from John Wren Field in Gilbert, Arizona, Perry High School. The Val Vista rivalry between the Perry Pumas and the Basha Bears takes place once again tonight. Jordan Palacio here alongside Brian Bernier, both captains meeting at midfield. The Pumas coming into this game 5-4. Basha not far behind at 4-5. And Brian, you look at both these teams, and especially this year in opposed to the last 3-4 years, there's a lot of similarities between these two teams.
Yeah, Basha started out the year in a very good spot. We're 4-0. We're really rolling as they were playing along, and their quarterback went down, and all things went down. And so kind of as Perry goes with the quarterback plays, pretty much the only way they can win if their quarterbacks play well. That's what happened to Basha. And so Basha not able to turn around, starting a lot of young players on that offensive side of the ball as well as the defensive side of the ball. And so two teams kind of searching for something right now. And see who can find it tonight. Both of them likely to make the playoffs right now where we're sitting with PowerPoints. Both of them coming off of Basha played well last week. They played a lot better against Brophy. Were in the game, had a chance to actually win that game, and Perry just came out laid an egg absolutely last week against Hamilton. So need to recover from that big loss.
And Perry will have the chance to do that. They'll get the ball first to start out tonight. Basha won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Perry will start off with the football. Basha started off 4-0 this season, have lost 5 straight games. And you mentioned when you lose a quarterback, especially in high school, it's hard to come back from. Another quarterback who has been kind of hit or miss this year, Chuba Purdy for the Pumas. We've seen him have great games, and then we've seen him have, well, not so great games.
Yeah, last week it was one of those things early on that, Hamilton was getting pressure right in his face, and they really weren't letting him break contain and get upfield at all. So they're forcing him flat to the outsides, and just really an odd night, missing open receivers early, and just not his normal game, and not able to run the ball at all. This offense has not gotten much production out of the running back position at all, and really if Chuba Purdy can't run it, no one can run it, and that's where we're at with this team offensively, so they need to throw. They threw the ball 47 times last week, and most of them hit the ground.
Derek Bass to kick off for the Bears. Jordan Young and Bryce Holdridge both back deep to return senior night here at John Wren Stadium. Couple seniors back deep to kick off the last regular season game of the year for both these teams. Bass kicks off, and we are underway. It's Young to return from about the 3-yard line, and he takes off toward the right hash, slips past one, but can't get past the second. He's short of the 20-yard line, brought down at the 17. Some early momentum for Basha, and that'll bring on Chuba Purdy, like we said, throwing it for over 2,000 yards this season. It's in at almost about 2,300. 20-plus touchdowns committed to Louisville before the season began. And now playing in his last game against the Basha Bears.
Yeah, and on the season, like I said, he's the leading rusher and the leading passer on the team. And so that's kind of a problem. Has 100 carries for 631 yards on the year, 13 TDs.
On first play from scrimmage, they fake the run rather. Pass gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and Basha's coming out of the gates hot. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, nice job there by this defense. The defense for the Bears, led by number 41.
That was Charles Gilbert. They're getting an arm up, blocking it. 2nd and 10 now for the Pumas.
I was talking to Coach about Gilbert earlier in the game. Put on 20 pounds in the offseason to be able to come up to that linebacker position and kind of take on those linemen. And he's been their main guy on offense or defense.
Well, how about this? Purdy wanted to go on the flat and threw a little bit of a fade, trying to throw his man open. That looked like Berger, and it was. Just threw it too far in front of him. If he makes that throw, Brian, Berger's still running into the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like they kind of unexpected what was happening there. They were going to go to another zone read option play, and then nothing going, and Chuba kind of throws it up, and not on the same page, but would have been a long gain if they could have connected.
Well, already the Pumas with their backs against the wall here. 3rd and 10 from their 18-yard line. Purdy rolling to his right. looking to throw and does off 1 foot, incomplete, out past his receiver, and the Pumas go 3 and out to start off the 2019 Val Vista rivalry game. Three incomplete passes from Chubba Purdy leaves the punt team now to come do the job. Kyler McCarthy to punt. And it looks like Zion Williams for Basha back deep. Get used to that name because we'll be hearing it all night long. Zion Williams. McCarthy took part in the senior night festivities right before kickoff. He's got a clean snap and boots it away. A spiraling kick as Williams will let it take a bounce, and it's touchdown at the Perry 45-yard line. And that's where Basha will take over in fantastic field position.
Yeah, Basha on offense led by Williams, like you said, the #1 receiver by far, 35 catches for 753 yards, 7 touchdowns on the year. And so they'll try to get him ball in space and let him go. And see if they can slow down this pass rush. The one thing I talked to Coach McDonald before the game, they have a freshman left tackle playing in the game tonight. And so look for that spot to be a position that Perry might be able to attack.
Yeah, it's always tough, especially going against this team, as the first play from scrimmage is a fly sweep. Ball almost pops out, but he's able to hang on to it. Eventually going down, gain of only a couple yards on the play. And on the carry for the Bears, that was Caleb Jones.
Jones a big back there, and so let's see if we can keep feeding him. I think he's carrying the pile for a few yards extra on the end of that run.
So Gabe Friend goes down. That brings on Joseph Sink to come fill the void. Sink is only playing his 3rd game tonight. He's only thrown for 370 yards. Sink, a sophomore, has to come in and do the job of Gabe Friend, who's done for the year. Ended up ruling at a gain of 4 on first down, so 2nd and 6. And they're going to go right back to Jones, and he gets to the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 39. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4. Jones coming in at 5'9", 190. Definitely going to be more of that north and south runner. Give him the ball up the middle and let him go.
It's an interesting huddle situation that Basha has here. They have their skill guys out by the coach. The linemen stay in place, and so then the quarterback runs and tells the lineman what's going on. And that's a thing I have not seen
that's
before.
a new one. That's a new one for sure. 3rd and 4 from the 39. Empty set here for the Bears. Jones goes in motion. They fake the give to him. Now Sink has a throw underneath, and it's Williams, and he's got a first down and more. To the far side, past the 25-yard line. They rule him out of bounds at the 22. It's a 17-yard pickup for Basha and a new set of downs.
Yeah, you can see Williams here is just going to run a little under route. He's in the slot position in the middle here. Just comes right across the formation. And to not identify that player is a huge mistake, as you see Sabetta to stare at him like he was not involved in the play, and that is a mistake for this Perry defense.
It's going to be Zion Williams all night long. That much is guaranteed with this Basha team. So they get their play from the sideline. Now the line takes their spots, and the rest of the offense follows suit. 9:46 left to go in the first quarter. Couple people switch spots on the line. Williams is one of them. Now Jones goes in motion. We have a whistle from the back judge. It'll be a delay of game, so the Bears will back up 5 yards to the 27. And that's one of those, Brian, where it's just you have a lot of young guys on the team. You have a big play like that, you lose momentum with a penalty like that.
Yeah, it took a long time getting back to the line of scrimmage, and sometimes that's the coach and sometimes it's the players. And it just didn't seem like there's a lot of urgency in getting back up there to run their next play. So getting behind the sticks, not something they want to see off a 5-game losing streak.
No, definitely not. Starting at 1st and 15 now. As Jones shifts over to Sink's right. They fake the give, throw over the middle to Williams, just over his head, and it falls in incomplete. Looked like Williams had the step, but Sink just couldn't hit him.
Yeah, a little bit more attention paid to Williams that time with 2 defenders right there with him, running side by side. So with Roche in coverage from the safety position.
2nd and 15 now for the Bears. Sink running to the sideline, getting his play call from his coach verbally, and then having to relay it back into the huddle. As a compressed set, Jones to Sink's left, gets the snap. They little toss over to Jones on the far side, running to the 6, has some room to run, accelerates past the 10-yard line, runs a man over, steps out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. Basha inside the Perry 10.
Okay, I gotta be honest, this is one of my favorite plays in high school. You just run the toss to the corner and pull the tackle up on the side, and nice power run there to finish that play off at the end. So Pumas gotta figure something out. So far, Basha having their way on offense.
Make a couple of substitutions. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. .9:36 to go in the 1st quarter. Man in motion to the near side as the pass over the middle is caught for a touchdown. Basha on their 1st drive getting to the end zone. Who else but Zion Williams? Basha takes the early lead, 6-0.
Yeah, you can see here they swing the back out, get him in motion, all the things going. They just leave Williams one-on-one with Roche. Roche's got no chance on that play. Touchdown Basha, super, super easy. Nice design by Coach McDonald over there. And having the safety off coverage, the slant is wide open there with the backer vacating with the motion.
And the extra point is up and through the uprights, and watch out, the Bears have stormed into John Wren Stadium and taken a 7-0 lead. They took advantage of the good field position. They drive about 45 yards and give or take 2 minutes, and they have the lead 7-0.
Yes, and like we said, you know, this going to go to Williams, and Williams is their big play threat, and he already proved that early in this game with 2 huge catches on that drive. Coach McDonald going over some more of the finer points of the offense there with his fullback.
Yeah, Williams coming into tonight's game had 753 yards, averaging about 21 yards per catch, over 100 yards per game, and he just added to that total there. So we are back where we started about 2.5 minutes ago. Bass to kick off to Holdridge and Jordan Young. Kick is up and away. This time Young is forced back to the goal line. Had a foot in the end zone. They're going to let him run it out. And there he goes to the 25, trying to cut back upfield. Flag coming in from the near side. Likely to go against the Pumas. They have Young officially down inside the 30 at around the 27-yard line, pending the penalty.
I know Parker's going to get to throw his arm out. How far he threw that flag. He threw that thing about 35 yards out back to the middle of the field. So I'm not sure how no one else saw that, but he rifled one all the way from the sideline to just past midfield.
He got his warm-ups in before the game. He's feeling good. So the penalty is holding against the Pumas. So that was called at the 22 around. So that'll back the Pumas all the way to the 12-yard line. And momentum has not been kind to Perry the first 2.5 minutes of this game. So they start their first drive at the 18, start their second drive at the 12. They're led by number 12, Chubba Purdy. 4 wide set, he's going to tuck it and run, trying to get a block to the outside. He's got it. He's got the edge, lowers his shoulder past the 20-yard line, picks up about 12 yards on the play. It'll be a first down for the Pumas.
A nice run there by Chubba on the first down run, and you know, getting some positive yards after last week's so much struggle and getting anything going on offense, especially in the run game. And so nice to see early, able to pick up 10 yards and the first down.
give him 11 yards on that carry to the 23-yard line. Shotgun set here. And they give off to the side, and it looks like he's going to try and cut back up the middle. It looked like Nwanko on the carry for the Pumas picks up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Here's one thing about these running backs all year. Just make a decision, and there's no decision made early there, and he kind of gives the defender time to slip off, and that's where they've been running a little bit of trouble with their run game, is the running backs just don't make definitive decisions in a hurry, and so the guy can't hold the block all day. Nwanko's got to put his foot in the ground earlier and see that pulling guard and follow him inside.
Trip set here for the Pumas. Purdy throwing quick to Jordan Young. He makes the catch at 32-yard line, gets tackled at the 33, we'll call it. Looks like he's got enough for a first down, so they'll move the sticks. Perry with 2 first downs on this drive.